The name I have given Rockstar. Okay. Now, next what I'll be doing, I'll add another, I should add another step. So for that, I should go to web service first. So here I'll go and let me first open our test case. See, test case is the base. So without having the test case, you cannot do the execution, right? Mm. Test case, yeah. So the second one says verify user is able to get the created repository. Okay, let me get the repository. So I'll go here. So we'll go here and I'll just give the name as get repo. And here the method is get itself. And instead of me hard coding, what I should do? I should call the variable. How do you call? By using dollar symbol. Using dollar, select this base URL. Okay. Next, what is the endpoint? The endpoint is repos owner repo. Copy, come back and attach. Now instead of me giving the owner name, instead of me hard coding the owner name, what I'll do? I'll call. How? By using a dollar symbol. So, yeah, using this dollar symbol, I'll call this owner. Next, and name of the repository, which is Rockstar. Okay. Okay, guys. One more thing before we continue, I want you guys to do one task. Let it happen in the back end. So please, can you see this option called as configuration here? Everybody, listen. Google Driver. What Google Drive? Anita, what Google Drive you are talking about? You need this access, this sheet access. Okay, take. Fine. So now come back. So please listen here, everyone, concentrate. I want you all to perform one task immediately. What is that? I'll tell you. Here, you all have this option. No. So okay, you all have this option called as config, correct? So you have this option called as configuration. You should go to this configuration and here you get one option called as run configuration. Can you see? Now inside this run configuration, you have environment configuration. You have an option called as environment configuration. You have to click on that. Okay. Once you click on that, what you have to do here is you have to download the client. Okay. So for doing the automation, downloading this client is a must. Without downloading, we cannot do the automation part. Okay. You have to download this client. Okay. So how do you download? Just go and click on the download client and here you'll get you'll have to choose the platform, whether you're working on Windows or Mac or Linux. Choose any of them. I am working on Windows. I'll select this Windows and I'll click on download. But one thing what you'll have to bear here is it is somewhere around 837 MB. Okay, so you will have to download this client. If you have Wi-Fi or if you are having mobile hotspot, whatever it is, just put it for download and continue to listen to the class. Okay, this client, downloading this client is very important for us. Okay. Can I not copy the URL and endpoint from test case? No, I have not given that access because if I give you the access, few people will make the changes and it will affect for everybody. Keep it as a reference. Okay. Just keep my test case as a reference and I want you guys to write down these test cases. Okay. If I give you edit access, few people are by unknowingly they will go make the changes here and that will have the impact for everybody. That's the reason I have not given the access. Okay, so please download this client. Should I show you how to download this once again? It's very simple. Go to configuration, run configuration and click on environment configuration and just go click on download client. That's it. It's that simple. Got it? Yeah. Next, let's continue. Let us continue then. Let it get download in the backend. We'll come back. Okay. Let us come back to our test development. So let me go here. Where is that? Yeah, we'll go to web service. So what is the second operation we are doing? We are doing get repo and go and select get operation and here I'll call that base URL and endpoint repos. Again call the owner and then give the name as Rockstar. Okay, so this is what we are supposed to provide. And do we have body here? No, I don't have any body. Next I'll go to authorization and I will select bearer token. And here in this bearer token, instead of me typing the actual token, what I'll do, I'll call. How do you call? By using a dollar. By using dollar, call that, select the token. You're calling a variable. Next, coming to asserts, have to give some conditions. Now coming to the asserts, what are my asserts? Let me zoom in. Ah, okay. So I am expecting the status code as 200. For that, select verify the status code, and here select the choose the operator equals, less than, lesser than, or equal to. Status code should always be equal to. So I'll select equals to and I'll give the value as 200. Next, user should be able to get the created repository. Name of the repository should be equal to that. And so let us also give the response time. What is response time? It should be 850 milliseconds. What is the operator? It is lesser than or equals to. Should be lesser than or equal to how many? 850 milliseconds. Okay, next come to JSON path. Now the JSON path for name, it is just name. Name should be equal to what? Rockstar. Rockstar. Next, the description. See, it's the same thing what you did earlier. The description should be equal to Iron Man. And what else? What else? The private. The private should be equal to what? The private should be equal to false. And here, the owner name, owner dot login. That should be equal to your owner name. I hope you guys are aware of this. You have already done this, right? Yeah, this providing these hazards you already know. Yes, screen is not visible. Is my screen not visible? Visible? What is happening? Is it too blur or what? Is it anything? Again, is it blur? Okay, 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 okay. So if you're not able to see it, just rejoin the session. Okay. Anybody, if you're facing any issue, rejoin the session. No, exit the class and then you can rejoin. Okay. Yeah. Come back. So now these many conditions we have given. So how many conditions are we are having altogether? I have 4 plus 1 5 plus 1 6 conditions we are having. So let me hit the send button. When I hit the send button, I will be getting the response of 200. Okay, yes, I got a beautiful response. Now if I go to the test result, result results, go to result results, all the results are passed here. Every single result is passed. So what I'll have to do immediately, I'll just save this step. See, one more step got created here. So after saving that, another step got created here. Next, once again, the third operation, I'll go to web service and here I'll tell update repo. I'll tell update repo. What is the method? The method is patch. Call the base URL. These things you already know. You have done like 1,000 times now. Repos, owner name, and repo name, which is Rockstar. And do we have a body here? Yes, we do have a body for patch. This is the body. One second. Yeah. This is the body. Copy this, come back and paste the body. And we go to authorization and select bearer token. And here you'll have to select the token. Next, go to asserts. In the asserts, now come and let us give the assert conditions. I'm expecting 200. Go give verify status code. It should be equal to 200. Perfect. Next. User should be able to update the repository. Name should be equal to the same old things here. Same thing. Name, description, private, time, owner name, everything else remains same. So first let me give the time. The time should be what? Should be less than 1150 milliseconds. So lesser than or equal to 1150 milliseconds. Next, JSON path. So the name should be equal to Rockstar here also. The name should be equal to Rockstar, because if I'm updating Rockstar, it should also update Rockstar only. Next, new one. Now the description should be changed to what? Iron Man, Hulk and Cap. Now give the new description. Next, the private should be equal to what? True. The private should be equal to true. And the last one, the owner name, as usual, the owner should be equal to this. Perfect. Here also we have 6 conditions. Let me check whether these conditions are working. Let me hit the send button. When I hit the send button, I will get a beautiful response, 200. Okay, and if I go to assert results, see all the results are passed. So that's why you are getting the overall result also as the passed. Now I'll go here and I'll save this also. I'll save this step as well. Next, beautifully I've added 3 different steps. Now the last operation also let me perform, that is delete. Delete repo. The method is delete. Call the base URL, provide the endpoint, repos owner, and I'm trying to delete Rockstar. Okay. And just go to authorization and select bearer token and call the token. Next, I'll go to asserts. Status code should be equal to 204. Response time should be lesser than or equal to how much? 900 milliseconds. Should be lesser than or equal to 900 milliseconds. And anyways, I do not have the JSON path here. Perfect. So only 2 conditions here. Hit the send button. So if we go to the body, oh yes, it got passed. If you see the assert results, the results are also passed. Both the conditions, I got 204 and the time is less than 900 milliseconds. So this is also working properly. Now I'll just go here and I will save this as a step. Just save this. Okay, this is how we convert all the requests into automation steps. Got it? So any doubts still here? Any doubts still here? Screen not clear, huh? Why I'm using a different laptop? Why is it? What the issue? Let me reshare my screen.